up at the feminism factory. I bet all that capitalism clogged the gears, am I right? Oh, have another cheer, have another cheer. When I say whiteness, you say is a social construct. Whiteness is a social construct. Whiteness is a social construct. Whiteness is a social construct. Oh man, I'm gonna use this for anything that I just need to hear affirmed. Thank you. Thank you all again so much for being here this evening. I do want to give a special little shout out to two performers that we have on stage who are willing to be best supporting artists in this evening's lineup. We have 10 people creating new works, and then we have 2 people who are playing various kind of pickup roles. One of them is Sarah Parker, who you just saw being the villain. And the other one is Natalie Turner. She was with me in the butcher shop. She'll be back later too. So I'm super excited that they were all able to join us in a variety of different ways. Oh my goodness, it's that time. It's time to get a little old-fashioned with some brand new flamin' hot Takis? No, not Takis. Brand new flamin' hot Stand Up by Julia Gay. Welcome.
Alright, so in light of today's verdict, I'm sure we're all thinking about how can we keep our head up, you know, keep demanding justice, keep dismantling white supremacy, killing white supremacy. And I think for the white folks in the audience, and I see a lot of you out there, you're probably wondering, like, how can I be a good ally, you know? And I think right now, at this moment in time, the most productive thing to do is to go back to Europe. Decolonize the land, go back to where you came from. And for those people of color out in the audience, you know, like, I would just ask of you to help them pack, you know? Maybe if you don't want to do that, like, offer to give them a ride to the airport or something. Yeah.
Yes.
You're also probably wondering how we're going to go about disbanding the militarized police force we currently have right now and replacing them with maybe like a community watch force of nonviolent but ruthlessly vigilant grandmothers. You know, because like the moment they get a hold of your ear, you know, it's done. Underarm fat, it's over, you know. Yeah, they aren't messing around. You're also probably wondering if I've ever had a threesome before. I haven't. But I actually got close. This one time I had this really hot twosome. Super hot. Yeah, and you know, but like threesomes, I'm open to them, you know? I consider myself open to a lot of things. I recently started seeing this guy, and he told me he is interested in exploring polyamory. And I'm like, you know, naturally thinking about all the lovers he'll have on the side. I'm like, cool with that. That's cool. I'm totes down with that. It would be great if he could let his other lovers know that I'm the best in bed. I mean, okay, or the least he could do is, you know, while he's having sex with them, just softly call out my name a few times or something. But this is my first time actually doing stand-up. So, I think it'd be nice, yeah. A lot of people have asked me why I wanted to try stand-up, and the answer is obviously because I hate myself. Definitely not because I think I'm funny. Conceited, right? Yeah. Did you know 7 out of 10 women are victims of unwanted flirting on the bus? I don't know if that's true, but it sounds pretty accurate, right? Like, Minneapolis is teeming with bus flirters. They're everywhere, you know? And, I mean, how to avoid them? I guess you could just not ride public transportation. I mean, it can't be that hard. White people do it all the time, right? You know, but you know what also works? Adult snow pants. fancy. This past winter I got myself a pair, but not like the cop-out kind, but the like real deal, full body, like zip up from your toes to your forehead sort of deal. You know, and they work like magic. Those musclers, you know, they see you in your adult snow pants and they wonder if there's a woman in there. It's the Minnesota endorsed chastity belt. I can confidently walk around knowing that nobody's gonna get a piece of this insulated ass, you know? Awesome. To be honest though, I would get myself a car, but unlike other brilliant, beautiful Asian women, fully accept I'm a shit driver. I think that's funny. Well, fuck stereotypes. Yeah. My mom's cool. She's white, but she's cool. I was adopted from China, so can't tell you how many times growing up people have asked me, like, when did your mom let you know you're adopted? It's just hard, you know? I mean, like, how do you continue to have faith in humanity after a question like that? I don't know. But you know, she's cool. I was talking to the phone. No, I was talking to her on the phone. I was talking to her on the phone the other day, and my birthday's coming up. You can cheer, thank you. Yeah. My birthday's coming up in a few weeks, and I was debating whether or not to go back home to Cleveland or stay here in Minneapolis. And so she says, you know, it's ultimately your decision. It really comes down to whether you want to spend your birthday with me or without me. And I told my mom that joke, and she was like, did I really say that? And I was like, yes, Mom. Yes, you did. But besides for her sass, she's constantly looking out for me. The other day, she sent me this really nice like package in the mail, and it had some nice home decorations, some fancy spices from Penzeys, and a condom. Like one single condom. That read, "Don't get screwed, vote pro-choice." You know? And I was like, oh my god, my mom knows I have sex? But when your mom sends you a single condom in the mail, you gotta wonder what's going on in her head at the time, you know? I mean, I imagine she would pass by a bowl of free condoms and she thought of me. She probably thought like, oh, Julia would just love this. When I hit puberty, the universe stuck this really mean sign on my back that said, seeking thick-rimmed, glasses-wearing, hipster-vibing, poetry-writing, flat-bootied white boys. Yeah. Right? Yeah, no, but they've been, like, ever since just flocking to me. They love me. They can't get enough, you know. And I gotta be honest with you all, I've dated a lot of white boys. And they're all the same. Sorry, is that reverse racism? Nah, just kidding, reverse racism. That's ridiculous. I've got a friend that's white. No, but I'm actually kidding, they're all the same. Every single one of them tried to introduce me to a Wes Anderson movie. And why are so many white boys Buddhist? I'm like, okay, if anyone in this relationship's about to be Buddhist, it's me, and I'm not, you know? And the worst part of it is that they don't know how to properly eat a lady out. They suck at it. Well, not literally. Yeah, I mean, most of the time, I just lie there, and I'm like... But you know, I appreciate the effort. Yeah. Actually, after the show last night, I got some valuable feedback from a woman who was very concerned that maybe it was just that I hadn't met the right white boy. Thank you for your feedback. And she had ever had was with this like white motorcyclist in a tent. So I was thinking, if any of you are like super worried about me like sorely missing out on a demographic of white boy, you know, please let me know after the show, and I'll make sure to spread the good word with tomorrow night's audience. Yeah, but you know, in my last, well, actually, let's go back. It is scientifically proven, as we all know, that white privilege gets so deeply lodged in the ear canals of white people that they're at times like physically unable to hear what's coming out of their mouth. It's a problem. Okay, so that explains when I hear that in my last and final relationship, my ex was peeing in a sink. And I was like, ew, why? It's a good question. And I asked him that, and I was like, why are you peeing in your sink? Why is another question I have to ask? And he told me, and I quote, so I don't have to waste water by flushing the toilet. And I just think that's a really gross, poetic metaphor for white environmental activism. And our relationship is down the drain. And that's where patriarchy comes in, because he gets to traipse around peeing in sinks willy-nilly. And then he's the one to break up with me. And I'm like, really? Really? You really want to say goodbye to all of this? All of this Asian goodness?